Hello, everyone. Size Hornbill TV. Department of Higher Education Day, State Government pra 147 assistant professor aro librarian kange illegally regularized kuridia khilaf Combined Technical Association of Nagaland aro Nagaland Net Qualified Forum bra lead kurina 3 din peaceful protest kura bichedebi sorgar bra daikenaga demand ignore kuridia nimide protest to arobi continue kurubula ase aji Thursday din bra Organization aro general public kange CTAN aro NNQF ra appeal ekta de gushe concerned authority kan bra daiken laga demand ignore gurishe aro committee panagina insensitive face la ekta loise daiken edu cabinet face la mana guri diabi janaise Manukan ke protest join kurubule matigine CTAN aro NNQF janaise edu aji 24th April Thursday no bajide secretariat Kohima de jama kurubo aro Directorate of Higher Education laga entrance de march kurina jobo Protesters can demand guriase sorgar order 17th December 2024 de digina 147 assistant professors aro librarians can get regularized kurubule kwage wapas loelobole 6 June 2016 bra post kan contract bra talia kan sop NPSC ge dibole mangi ase Taiken aro cabinet bra 21st April day committee banado dissolve kurubule bi mangri ase idu law de Kohima bra itia mohan live feed ayase idu protest kina julia se idu law de live feed to itia direct sawa
today. Please come forward, guys. As we wait for our friends to come, we will start with the solidarity speeches. So I call upon the Santam Students Union representative for the solidarity speech, if you are here. Santam Students Union.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much once again for joining us. I'm Long Tili, representing Sangam Students Union Kohima. It's good to see the young minds coming here again. This will be the fourth day of the protest. Ajitu iman korolobi munai, nukan agitu rabi man hala kurase. Taikan la baca kan iman hala kurase, but they pay zero attention, which shows they care nothing for the generations to come, which is so painful. Iman hala kurishe iku response dia nai, muikan iman representation dishe iku response nai. We feel so bad because we look up on them and then they are treating us. Taikan muikan jena treat kurado, we feel so bad. I, on behalf of Sangam Students Union Kohima, thank the organizers for bringing all the young minds here. Ajitu mokan funeral lobole ase. Meritocracy has tried to survive in Nagaland, but luckily it has murdered. So aji mokan funeral lobole ase. Bishi try kurushe tai bi survive kurubole. Holy bi biya para murder kuri di ase. Edu gane we feel so painful for that. And as we get here, I want to request each and every one of us to be peaceful, and then let's not give space for the unwanted things to be happened. So I give time to the next solidarity speech.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I just want to clarify. Man kile slogan marenai. Itu asul tu today. Aji mahan black day ase. Today is a black day for all of us. Aji meritocracy mure laga din ase etu karne jai laga condolence te aji man aji khara kore ase for the convenience meritocracy. I will refer meritocracy as he. Okay, so meritocracy etu mahan naga he did the best. Actually meritocracy tai jinda thakadam de justice diwole hodai kam kore thakse. Meritocracy was alive. It was alive during that time. Itu meritocracy jinda thakadam de justice sob manuke dise irrespective of caste, tribe, colors, na holibi status itu nasaina tai justice dise holibi tai aji muri ja din tu mohan karne ekdom afsus laga din ase. Message ekta meritocracy ke kowale montu amar aspirant khan ke biya na pabi koina meritocracy bi koisi mohan din tai ICU de intensive care itu de ekdom survive na parena 20 साल बही तकसे मोहन भी एक्सपीरियंस kan भी अपनी के जिंदा करोले दिन हाला करुशे long live meritocracy करना होले भी अमर खान एक्सपीरियंस kan लगा हाथ तो अपनी लगा दवाई थका ना meritocracy के जिंदा करोले ला दवाई तो अमर खान लगा गवर्नमेंट ला हाथ तो थकीसे होले भी अनफॉर्चुनेट थकीसे मोहन ला गवर्नमेंट बा दवाई दिवाले ना पारे जाबरा आजी अपनी मुरी जैसे होले भी अपनी ला लेगेसी तो चेरिश करो और अपनी लगा बाल कम गुरी ना मांग के जस्टिस पहला दिगिना है ब्रा अपनी की भी थैंक्स जैसे कोना मेरिटोक्रेसी के ये तो लास्ट वर्ड्स को ऐसे एंड देन टुडे मोहन पिछले इलॉजिकल फनरल सर्विस टाइप कोना मेरिटोक्रेसी लगा कुम प्रोग्राम भी था क्यों होले भी itu la na hoye demand eta tai laga meritocracy la morning koina 12 baje nole 11 baje na 11 12 ina bitore program ekta logo etia bohedam te kunba manu solidarity bi duole parwo na hole bi eta kunba manu tu tai laga meritocracy itu mure laga afsus bi diwole paro aro apnan bi kunba kowale man thaki sikule ready thaki na itu koi guna apnan ke first of all itu koi jase eta the speech eta kunba solidarity aro messages diwole kan ke chance jase. Thank you.
Meanwhile, we can all sit down also. If you want to stand, you can stand. If you want to sit also, it'll be a while, so you can sit down. Now, I give time for anyone who wants to... Okay, I give time to the Konyak Students Union President for their solidarity speech.
Good morning. Good morning to all the right-thinking citizens of Nagaland, so-called the future of Nagaland. Respected convener, CTAN, NNQF, all the organizers, students, leaders from various tribes, aspirants, students, and all the well-wishers. I am N. Pangyu Naam, President Konyak Students Union Kohima. I'm standing here not just to represent my union or my people. I'm standing here in front of all of you as a student and as a concerned individual who is really scared. I was born as a man who was taught to be strong and brave always. And I am strong and confident in everything, but not today. I'm not scared of a man, a demons, or a bullets, but I'm scared of the society that we have created. I'm scared of my future. I'm scared of my students. I'm scared of my children. Yesterday, I was scared of my enemies. If they would take my hate as a trophy. But today, I'm scared of my own leaders who took an oath. My needs, my rights, and my future, and hide a very selfish motives behind it. But today, as I stand in front of all of you, I would like to equivocally stand in solidarity with all the students' community. Through this stage, I would like to give a message to our Honorable Minister, who first made a huge mistake, playing with the sentiments and aspirations of the students, and later used our concern to defend his sinful act. We, the Konyak students, had never demanded for contractual teachers at Wangkau College, the Lone College in Mon District, nor asked you to regularize the 147 assistant professors and librarians. Keep it clear, we have never demanded for that. We just shared our concern for the well-being of our students. That was very much shameful act on your part, using the name of Wangkau Government College to shield your shameful action. History is witness to it. Most of the world kills and are caused by speeches of leaders like you. We demand for your unconditional apology and resign on a moral ground. You don't deserve to lead the students, and we don't want a leader like you. I just hope the government is not waiting for the situation to turn out of control and turn violent. The Konyak Students Union Kohima and the Konyak students in general will not rest until justice is delivered. Long live Nagaland. Thank you.
Next, I will give time to the Sowing Grace Ministry. But meanwhile, if there's any other organization or any individual that would want to take time, I request you to come forward and then prepare yourselves. Yeah, in listen also come.
Once again, good morning, everyone. I stand here on behalf of Sowing Ministry of Grace. My name is Imsen Subauzugam, and it is a sad reality of our society today. Yesterday night I got a dream. Okay, I'm gonna share this dream, challenging the churches. Okay, I got a dream, and that dream was God revealed to me Matthew chapter 23, verse 23, and what it says, you focus too much on tithes and offerings, but you neglect the laws and orders, and judgment, mercy, and faithfulness. And this is a revelation. And this is a challenge to all of us, that we should not just focus on primary things, but we should focus on things that will impact our society. Ami khan ere kiman junai gina thaki ase moi nagamis bai kui dule mon ase ama baba khan ki panchayat dule mon ase aji ami ere khara kure do bap na kuri saisi gule do ekta young man hoi gina aji ekta olop sa khomoi kam kuina church te kam kra mone ekjun aina khara kuina kule lagi do ki to galti ase kule lage na holibi chuchop thakia muk bon thakia karne ami kitabi agina jai ekta quotation ekta ase ekjun manu paina kuse. The world is getting corrupted not because of evil people, but because righteous people chose to remain silent. Aji itu hoise de amikhan. Itu karne aji amikhan aji khali noire itu kuadana. Holubi ahala din dibi amikhan ina jaw lagi. Thank you so much, the concerned organization, for giving us this opportunity. Opportunity dia karne. Iti kiman junai gina se. Alak union ba represent gina se. Bishi kushi asde. Ishor bi amyana asde. Ishor bi amyana asde. Moi to kule mon asde. Amikhan yere Nagaland for Christ ko ase. Holibi amikhan ki ase amyan idula principle follow no krede. Hodai ultare follow kuina je. Aji bishi munduk sorom khata asde. Even as a theologian sorom khata asde. Sorom khata ase. Amikhan aji yere amyan idu meritocracy do funeral service mun bishi dukrina Muria nishnas de na survive krule gane iman try krina iman pratana kuri kina so manu ekjun manu ICU thakina pratna khuina bawa thakide lekon be pusa taka diule support kule na thakia nishna aji inya hui jasde idone aji ade ami khan khale on behalf of ministry ba khone hole experience kan kiman jun ami lot aigina hodai counseling lu thake on behalf of them I'm standing here on behalf of them I'm saying this aji ami khan hosade khara koina jaw lagi na aro hosado ami age na jase gule do missa do bandigi na jawre aro aji ere government khan ki ekta kui dole manase you are government because of our choice mana decision ane amni government office de help kuina thagi ase aji apni responsibility bukhule janibo lage you should be sensitive you should be intellectual not only intellectual but you should know the needs of our society or amela needs to na jani gina kushi kura do itu do bang lai de itu ane aji ade khara kuina itu kui de se thank you so much.
Home Students Union nga lahina say. If you want to take time, please.
Guys, you can sit down. Let's sit down for a while, okay? As we wait, we're mourning in silence. Okay, so let's sit and wait. And meanwhile, if anybody wants to come and speak, you can come and take that. Yes, and kindly introduce yourself also.
Good morning. Good morning bi kubuli munai. Kulini opai nai. Kubuli olawo lagi. Anyway, respected to all of you. Aji kotha kubule bishi ase. Hulubi kwa nishna. Meritocracy is dead in Nagaland. There is no value for meritocracy. Meritocracy doesn't exist. Jai Jai. Chom kotha ase. Only plutocracy, favoritism, nepotism, idu khani jinda ase Nagaland de. Such a shame. So, likewise, I have said earlier, I want to share lots of things, but unfortunately, meritocracy is no more. So, जाते जाते एक संदेश देना चाहता हूँ to the higher authorities. Listen this. सपना था कि बनूंगा एक अच्छा प्रोफेसर. सपना था कि बनूंगा एक अच्छा प्रोफेसर, पर सिस्टम ने बना दिया एक प्रोटेस्टर. आज पता चला सिलेक्शन का पीछे एक बैकडोर है. आज पता चला सिलेक्शन का पीछे एक बैकडोर है, पर ये याद रखना मेरिट का कोई दरवाजा नहीं, ना बैकडोर ना विंडो का डोर. भले ही जीत ना हमारी होगी 147 सीटों के लिए, भले ही जीत ना होगी हमारी 147 सीटों के लिए, पर सबको याद रखना 147 नंबर की कहानी हमेशा के लिए. So thank you. Itu hik wina moyo ajudo end gurdo. Thank you so much.
That was Avotang Izung from a postdoctoral candidate at Mehu. Thank you. If we have anyone else who would like to take this time, kindly come up. Any other representatives, any individuals? Then maybe if we don't have anyone right now, we can play some music and sit down as we wait for our friends to come. Awesome.
모르게. 모르게 알지. 이제도 알기 바랍니다. 이거 뭐다?
Meritocracy is dead. Meritocracy is dead. Murdered with intent. In order meritocracy is dead. Murdered with intent. It wasn't first the greatest war. It was back to abuse. Respect means nepotism starting in daylight without shame. This is more than a funeral. It is an awakening. We will not be in silence. We will not kneel before a system that is voted from within. We gather not just to remember what was taken, but to demand what must rise again. Rest in peace, meritocracy. We will fight to resurrect you.
Global window gate. Dahil po lang sa namlami. Live, itia jauh deh like.
Idia Monti Hipanishna, CTAN aro NNQF Canberra protest kurija aji 4th day of protest tahan la hoijesha aro ajila dinde dahan sopi kala kabra lagaigina meritocracy murishe la symbolize kurigina edula dikhaule karne dahan sop manui kala kabra lagaigina protest kurija la moani jadi hipaishe agide mohan solidarity speeches kan bi komba han huni paishe aro itia do dahan uledo buhina dahan la edu show of dissatisfaction edu dikhawole garne tahan buhi ase to ita mohalla reporter bi spot de jaigina ase to tailo de brabi ekbar tailo de connect rina huni sabo latest updates to kiniga ase aro ajila protest sulibi tahan ki line of program ki thagishe tahan la edu han bi hudina jawo so hi Akre, good morning.
Yes morning Nomi.
Acha Akre to itia अपनी दिख्याला हिसाब दे प्रोटेस्टर्स kan kiman jun nishna ahigina aji shamil kurina se du protest chawle karne aro agide dahan koi daishe ki dahan idia to gate bidore bi china protest kan bi kurubo to edu lai sab de dahan ge entry kan do diasna kina ase aro aji ki program kan bi ki loina chawle ase idia takte
Yes. Oi. Nomi moi kan itia yere ahija nishna moi camera person ge moi ge follow kuro ko aji yere CTAN along with net qualified laga forum kan day 4 de ahija she protest kura laga to protest against the regularization of 147 assistant professors. To moi kan itia saigine jaleo day 4 de ahija nishna kile day 4 de ahishe gole tai kan state government laga response to satisfied no hoy aro tai khan do state government laga response to khushi pa nai koi gena itia bi protest to carry on kura laga bi dikhi pai ase moi khan tai khan laga last protest that is 2 days ago sai gene jaile to state government respond kuise tai khan pra state government pra janai dia hisab hoyo tai khan ekta committee form kuri gene itu laga issue de sa piche de decisions ki holi bi lobole laga janai dia nishna tai khan do itu kwa do itu committee do form kuri wole ki kam ase when everything is before you aro tai khan laga demand to easily grant kuribo paria laga tai khan itia bi committee form kuriwole laga janai dia ase koi gena khushi na pa laga kotha bi janai dia nishna aji yare in terms of hundreds youths can protesters can experience can ahi gene ase arubi yade tai khan khushi na pa laga kotha janai di wole moi khan arubi yade ekta one main highlight that has come up in this issue is the Wangkau government college hole the Mon district te ase aru tai khan aji yade moi khan protesters khan laga notun ekta banner de dikhya hole the Wangkau government college ke scapegoat karne na chola bi koi gene mention kuri gene ase moi khan dusra further kotha khan in general protest la kotha koi gene na ja gene yade Konyak students union Kohima unit khan bi ahi gene ase moi khan tai khan laga side pra hoile bi thik ki karne tai khan khushi na pai gene ase tai khan laga statement ki ase tu la bi hudi gene jabo brother mangi kotha garne thanks di ase apni la naam ki ase designation ki ase
Moila naam do N Pangyu naam President Konyak Students Union Kohima.
Okay. तो ब्रदर सभी moi khan banners kumare dikhe ase poila laga banners hole to itu 147 assistant professors kan ge regularize kurala ekdam khushi na pala koi na ase but when we look at today's protest one of the new thing you are seeing is itu Wangkau government college ke scapegoat laga naam to use kure ase ko ase as a scapegoat na what would you like to say on that on behalf of the Konyak students union kan ge hole bi
Wangkau Government College laga issue to kile an issue gole do amian honorable minister laga interviews khan sai gena jaise gole he used the name Wangkau Government College as a shield to protect his egg which we as an experience and as a students which we don't accept to itia aji regularize kora la kotha jaise gole there are 147 jun la kotha kori ase Will be Wangkau Government College we got only 7 teaching staffs. 7 paise alak 140 do kote ase. Alak 140 bi Wangkau Government College se dia nisna kotha do kori ase. Edu hare amian etu la khushi na pai. Alak Government College se bi di thakibo hoy. Tule why only Wangkau Government College? Wangkau Government College is one of the oldest government college in the state. Aro amian Mon district te hoisu gole amian population bi piche ase. Student bi piche thage. Hole bi Wangkau Government College to amihan students kan laga capacity bi thakibo na pari na inala situation de ase and moreover the issue of teaching staff can complete thakala itu issue do it's not a new for us after a repeated representations and memorandum to the government amihan few faculties kan paise achila etia laga present scenario de hoise gole bi Wangkau Government College is running without a principal na thakina it's almost a year in Yaguna we have only 29 teaching faculties comparing to other colleges itu to pichi komti ase una amen bhabna kore itu nimide amihan laga Wangkau Government College si koi daga do amihan ekta mon na bongje aro dusra manuan ki bhabiwa dusra experience ki bhabiwa sob Wangkau Government College laga itu need thagya hane Wangkau Government College nimide he itu 147 han regularize kuri dise inala bhabna thagibo itu ani itu clarification itu di thagi ase
brother sabi yere moi khan la brother kotha kuria laga moi khan ekta back history di dibo state government bra janai dia hisab hoile to ekta statement dia ro 147 assistant professors kan ge regularize kuaro tai khan yere college tai khan laga college la naam bi loise saying that dire need te thagyarem de itu assistant professors kan ge itu kam dia karne tai khan laga regularize kuriala itu particular assistant professors kami duk parem de itu tai khan thakishe itu karne regularize kori dia labi janai dia ase holibi moi khan laga brother bra janai dia hisab hoile to remaining assistant professors kan to apart from their college remaining assistant professors kanu kineka hoise aru itu sob wankau college la nam loina regularize kuise gole where are the other 140 assistant professors koi geni bi janai dia ase moi khan manu ite aru bi dusra manu han bi kotha koi ne ja ase but before that ek baru brother ge to brother moi khan wankau laga college la ekla ko ase in apni students union la side pra holi bi aru bi sai geni jaile to what is your stand on the regularization of 100 assistant professors?
Being a student leader, I should say, contractual though, no union or no individuals will opt for it. Being in a educated society, being in an advanced society, all of us, we want fair selections of our teachers, of the assistant professors especially, because our future lies in them. So as a person, as a concerned individual, I do not encourage contractual appointments and regularizations.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. Itu thagishe one of the few students bodies kan ahi gene yare youths kan protesters kan logore ahi gene khara kuraro Konyak students union Kohima unit kan bi ase koi gene moi kan janai dia ase taigi bi bishi thanks dia ase moi kan itu laga bhal bra sai gene jaile do sal 2016 de holi bi state government bra nijor bi ekta decision loise that tai kan contract te thaka government employees kan kido regularize na kuribo koi gene tai kan bra ekta decision loise dusra itu Kohima Guwahati High Court te sai gene jaile bi tate laga hoile bi moi kan sai jaile do tai khan do regular hwa khan contractual de thakya han ke do state government do capacity nai koise itu employees kan ye regular post dibole state government itu decision lobole tai khan laga capacity nai koigre Guwahati High Court pra janai dia nishna. Still on the other hand, if we look at it carefully, itu higher education laga minister imna along hoile do itia tak bi tai do itu thik hwa laga hisab nishna hi kotha kuri ase aru aste pra itu truth hoile bi jani kene jabo koi kene recently ekta program attend kurala bi hoile bi tai bi jani ase holi moi khan tai laga side pra hoile bi ekta direct statement bi itia tak bi bhal ra bi na pai gene ase aru bi instead of that ekta committee form kuri gene itu committee bra hi itu particular issue de aru bi sai gene jawo koi ase itu ane protesters kan aji yare khushi na pai gene aru bi ahi na ase itia hole to in terms of hundreds bi ahi gene ase manu but huni pa hisab hole by 2 pm pane hole aru manu bi bishi hoboni gi koi gene bhabi ase moi khan on the other hand sai gene jaile to itu police khan kun duty re ase tai khan aji hole to itu water cannon laga truck hole bi ani gene ase aru hopefully kwa hisab hole ta han bi itu la do itu need to na thakiu wala but then maybe in case of situations itu situation kuba arise hole to tai khan itu water cannon truck hole to chalawa karni tai khan bi ani gene rakhi ne ase wala koi gene bi bap na ekta bi ase camera person ke ek bar yare bra hole bi ek bar zoom koi ne bi dekhai dibi ko itu water cannon la truck hole bi itia bi rakhi gene ase aru yare ekta moi khan bhal bra sai gene jaile do aji laga protesters lead kura khan hoile bi protesters khan ge ko ase encourage ko ase tai khan 4 pm la timing tai khan ge permission di gene thakya nishna tai khan 4 pm thak to stick kuribo lage koi gene tai khan la protesters la leaders khan hoile bi koi gene ase moi khan ekta protesters ekjon a strong statement moi khan aji huni pa hoile tai pra kwa do tai laga aspiration hoile do professor kuribole laga aspiration thakishe hoile bi aji instead of that protest kurala tai nijor ge yare ahina protest attend kurala bi dikhe pa ase ko ase saigine jaile to tai khan itia do back down kuribole iku bhabna thaki gene nai moi khan parata kere leaders kan kumba ge bi kotha bi kuri gene jawo tai khan ge leaders kan ge itia moi khan bisari gene thakya homoi ekbar camera person ke aru bi program de manu khan lo de focus kurule mangiwo.
They were sleeping on the street in order to let the government hear their voice. Actually, they are the one who were appointed on a very established procedure. Now, our society, the one which is on the right path, never deserve, never get what they deserve. Now, what about us? Now here the government
Moi khan
legalized.
itia yere protest laga leader ekjon moi khan lo de ase tai gibi kotha kuribo sob manu itia jani tayo mission lo kat koi gine acha sir ek bar we are going live right now. We would like to speak to you on today apni khan aji laga ekta protest laga approach choose kura. It's very unique and peculiar as well. Meritocracy laga funeral kura. In fact, you are also handing over flowers to the agitators and the protesters to show their to देखा meritocracy la funeral te tai khan la gesture holi bi dekha la bi kwase ek bar apni han la aji laga approach la lop janai diwo
acha ini kwanisna 3 days to man peacefully government ge mala right to kiss to demand korina ise to hulibi tahando they are becoming so reluctant kwanisna. I don't know what is wrong with the cabinets aro the concerned minister hulibi man students kan la grievances kan la aspirant kan la mon bikhado hisapi na thake bra tahangi bi dekhai diu gunana apni hangari tu meritocracy to murishide jado nepotism gan hi zinda sde guna tahangi dekhai diu guna itu sign ase hulibi whatever it is we are having this program to khatam hui jawo man we are trying to show a sign of kiko mala deep mala mon bikhala dikhaule je to aro after some time funeral service la nishina program bi thakibo only at the same time we are sticking to the point that we have said earlier. Unless they revoke, this will continue. And how long it goes, I kiman diri jawo government do iman sorom na thaka ase itu hi kore. And ina jai thina let the Indians also know, mainland Indians also know, let our country know that this is the level of corruption in our state. When I do it.
moi khan aru see one statement that is being given by the higher education minister is that manu astera truth to janiwo ina ko ase what kind of truth do you think he's talking about?
See, he's always talking about ekta side la truth. I don't know what he's trying to say with that. Hulibi, since we have already mentioned, it is truth la do taki la truth ko man na janere only for us and the public it is very neat and clear here is. So there is no point of forming a committee form grow dui moina pichide report submit goina government do thik azuna na saina action lo ko we don't trust in all those things, so we are doing it democratically and we want the answer democratically. Kiman prolong grow tahangane hi tahan defame ho ase tui ko lung ase public will lose the trust on them. It was there.
So you mean to say that forming of committee is not needed when everything can be done instantly and everything is already right in front of them?
Yeah, of course. Committee form gole la matlab hi nai do. It's another tactic to prolong this and make the people cool down. Itu la tactic is.
I'm hearing that some other organizations are also coming and helping out, and recently anta holi bi apni han ke itu baat holi bi khilai she koi ase. What kind of gestures, goodwill gestures are being shown by the people of Nagaland, and what more do you expect also, because I think we're seeing still yet to see a lot of people come and attend also, in fact CSOs or tribal bodies also. What is your statement on that?
See, I want to thank all those student bodies or the organization like ANTA, All Nagaland Taxi Association, the president Aishe, the executive Kanahina, they gave us refreshment and all. So we are thankful to them. In the same way, Kohima based la student union can do almost all my name be mentioned ko na paritli. I'm sorry, Hulibi. Tahambra refreshment kami so bani dishe deep down man lo bishi thankful ase gunai tui kulumon ase tangena.
Aru dusra NSF can be 7 days ultimatum din as a state government. Do you trust in NSF to actually bring out the justice that you are demanding? Do you trust the NSF on that?
Okay, on this point, I would just like to say I am being thankful to NSF for giving a press statement in support of us and giving the ultimatum to the government. Our demand is very neat and clean. Clear cut asu manladu mandu utu regularization la order do revoke ribi aro itu 2016 pichide appoint kore khan la post to NPSC de pathawi aro itu do NPSC de pathawli la department la discretion de se do pathaw paro requisition do anytime pathawli paro इतुए से
Something that can be done now itself is trying to be prolonged by the state government so that things will subside and they can escape. That's what you're trying to say.
yeah exactly delay tactic to khile na ta no
Thank you so much for speaking to us. Piche debi aru kotha kuri gene jawo. Thank you. Moi khan itu thagishe one of the leading itu protesters laga lead Korea mission lokat ke bi kotha kurishe. Tai bi whole days aji day 4 day jeshe all the 4 days tai aru tai la itu alag mili gena manu ke lead kuri gena itu protesters khan ke bi lead kuraise. Moi khan sai gene jailor program ki te holi bi ki agitation protest khan de holi leaders kunba lage itu lead kurle. Sai gene jaile do tai khan pra hi main itu protesters can get a lead kurigena social media news can do libi information dia protest laga information digena manu kya hine attend kurole dia se moi khan itia program de focus kurigena jawo aru after some time itia leaders kan lode kotha kuje piche hoile to ahi gene attend kura han sob ke bi inega jai gene tai khan laga thoughts tai khan laga bhabna hoile bi share kura laga bi huni ne jawo itia garne man ho program de aru moi khan jawo itia
And do his job. However, instead of doing that, he did nothing, false promise, fooling the public, and then we are at this very situation. So it is his moral responsibility to resign from his portfolio. It is his moral obligation because he failed us miserably by not doing his homework well. So these are some target side of the government where they are covering. Now he said that the decision taken by the cabinet, although it is illegal, again, forget about being legal or not legal. Now he said it is not
program
based
de na jai
on
jagire
emotional
last aru ekta kiba koi dibo for now parents kan bi aji ahi gine protest kura laga dikhi pai ase re bacha han ge effect kuri thaga nishna parents can be affected hoi gine ahi gina tai khan laga bacha khan no protest kore one sai gine jale yere camera person ke ek bar pen kuri bi ko parents can be ahi gina bacha khan youths kan la protesters kan la parents kan bi ahi gina attend kura laga bi dikhi pai ase tai khan bi khara kure ase whole day buhi gine tai khan laga bacha khan no de resentment de khawle koi ase moi khan aru to my left sai gine jale do amma baba khan hoili bi ahi gina protest to moi khan itia attend kura laga bi dikhi pa ase kuntu aji yare aji kali youths kan protest kura khan karne hoili bi ekta aru bi dangor moral boost hobo nishna ase koi gine bi apni ange janai dia ase ita garne man ho
Now, why he is so much interested on with his political agenda? Why he is not addressing those aspirants who are working in the private sector, waiting for the government to advertise, but got overage because the government did not advertise on time? Then why is taking the sides of those people whom he appointed illegally? Now, the government said that it is not emotional.
Itula live chai thagya homoi idia Uttar Pradesh laga Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath aji Shubham Dwivedi gun Jammu and Kashmir laga Pahalgam de Murishe talaga family ge lok kurubole ahishe talaga kor kanbude ibi itulaga idia live feed ayase itula opode saiso
आतंकी हमला का शिकार एक नौजवान हुआ शुभम द्विवेदी 2 महीने पहले ही जिसकी शादी संपन्न हुई थी यह आतंकी हमला यह एक क्रूर विभत्स कायराना कृत्य है। देश ने बल्कि दोनों समाज ने इस घटना है, ये घटना बताती है कि आतंकवाद अब अपनी अंतिम श्वास ले रहा है। दोष पर्यटकों पर हमला जाति और धर्म पूछ करके सामने उनके सिंदूर को उजाड़ा जाए, वे समाज स्वीकार नहीं कर सकता। और खासतौर भारत के अंदर यह कतई स्वीकार्य नहीं है। भारत सरकार
इधर ढाका से यूबी लगा सीएम रा जेन के टेरर अटैक वाला विक्टिम्स लगा फैमिलीज खानगे दरे मुरी चाला फैमिलीज खानगे जाना तलगा सॉलिडारिटी दिखाई दियाला। तो इडिया अरबी मुहान हायर एजुकेशन ला पहाड़े प्रोटेस्टर्स खान जमा करना 147 असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर्स खानगे रेगुलराइज करी दिया बर्दाहान प्रोटेस्ट करा ला इडिया लाइव तो जाय थगिया से। तो इडिया अरबी तदे मुहान चाहिना साउ।
Hello. Mukala coughing to halfway there, so meanwhile I request each one of you to be patient. Like alop ruki thagibi half day I say alop power design guna taken ke super attractive cold na because they fail to witness all these struggles. So power banai say so that it attracts their will play some songs. If you have any recommendations, send us. Thank you.
Hello. A very good morning to all of you. Good morning. You're tired? Please don't be, okay? The fight is still on. See, before we begin with that funeral program, I would like to take a little time. See, I am speaking as a concerned citizen of Nagaland, okay? I'm speaking as a concerned citizen of Nagaland. Example like, if you ask me what is corruption, see, my answer will be misusing the power that the government has given you, or misusing the power that is bestowed upon you for your own self-interest or for your own benefit. You agree? In most of the cases, see, example like, I am just giving example of my own family. Example like, kumba department de, in some of the departments, backdoor appointment terminate kurela time de mula goal manuhan bitagi. Huli, I keep moy mula mon bitode intention to shoot to focus kurina mula khamda manula to moy sukupon gudi. Honestly saying, na even this time also the same thing is here in this department. Huli, moy kwanishina my people come first, not my family.
And I feel that many of our Nagas don't have that kind of thinking because of our upbringing. Mala childhood days pra baba ma hamra mangi shika garni bi tan la teaching di kiwa ekta galti husi ni ina bi babire moi parents kan ge blame kure noi because parents kan la intention ta la objective ti ki ke bacha time ra baba ma ando kitab puriwi grade 4 post hiliwi ekta backdoor wa huli paina sati gurui settle gurui mentality is not the most of the time. You agree with me? So, kuan isina example like si malaf mui nijor example bishilo ase hului ni. Many of my families example like these days they are supporting me so much, but earlier prior to initially when I started this kind of movements or activities fighting against the government, in the beginning no moi kido oppose kure manu bishi thangisi aro ini apni iman sacrifice kurina naga youths kangane fight kurina apni la future apni ki paase. Of course I don't get anything, but I get peace of mind. Okay, mula mon bitore example like moi department kumba di gushiwo I don't know them. Example like SDOs can I say, Js can I say, they at least smiling face for answer apni gane kam paisi de. That makes me happy. That makes me happy, okay? The peace of mind that I get. Now apart from that, itu financial kui, wealth kui, I have nothing though. I have nothing. Aro whole life to ina fight kuri na ahese naga experience kangade aro I manondo moi kotha kushi bili to moi to pakala hui jase ina bi koide mane. It's an early sign of foolishness now becoming mad. When I speak about patriotism, for the love of my Nagaland, if I speak, my own people start saying that he is becoming mad. That I have already come across and still it is going on. But these days I'm happy that people are recognizing that idea, the intention that I have in my mind and my heart. And I'm thankful to all of you for coming here today for a good cause. Aro, taking this opportunity, moi ajiman man duk paina ina buhuliwi thakena wala. Huliwi kwanishina. Many of the good leaders have already spoken that puila dido Nagaland central government ra puisa pathai siguli do use kurina khotom bi na hoigina government ge central government ge puisa wapas didi guji puila time de. And those are the things which really happen though. Huli now look at our government every year deficit hoy no eh. World Bank laki man baki bukhiasen Nagaland government do. Now why is this happening? Election time there. That's why many of the 95% of the people who are here are youths. So I just want to tell you, you have to know how to utilize your adult franchise. During the election, you think that it's none of my duty. I'm not interested in politics. तो मुझे जाना वोट कुली की हो तो अपनी जाना वोट ना कुली जाओ अलग मानो अहिना अपनी लपाल दे अपनी लप्रॉक्सी मारी दिए दो. You have to know the importance of that one vote. Example like man mala adult franchise to balra utilize kursi gule to the government would have been better than what it is today. You agree with me? Because see, yesterday also we were having meeting with the scholars, with the highly qualified PhDs and all. So they were discussing. Please don't mind if I mention this, okay? They were discussing that combined educational service examination the marking system to thick nai. I to the fear nai na kutak wazo tan bitore. Panchayat nishina. So I just said, can I say something? So what I asked them is to abnihan ite kutak witaka to marking system to thick nai kwado who itu konbra design re na hulu itu service school kan to konbra banai kwase. So some of them said directorate na तो डायरेक्टरेट पर बनाए गए अच्छा डायरेक्टरेट पीछे इतु लापोरी कौन है MLAs kan ministers kan asina na तो तहमरा सर्विस रूल तो बनाए दो डिपार्टमेंट ला सर्विस रूल बना मनोहम तो एजुकेटेड ना हुई ले तो किना सर्विस रूल बनाओ सब तो आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द हायर एजुकेशन डिपार्टमेंट इत्या तादि तो हाईली क्वालिफाइड kan double PhD kan तो पिक थाकी ना इतु kan ला डिपार्टमेंट ला सर्विस रूल बनाओ ले तो क्वालिफाइड मानु थाकी वो लगे ना मिनिस्टर्स kan MLAs kan तो क्वालिफाइड थाकी वो लगे ना I always used to give example. आपने एक जन मानो ये पावर डिपार्टमेंट ला मिनिस्टर बनाई दिवी नॉन क्वालिफाइड मानो एक जन के थ्रू पैसा इलेक्शन ताई वोट किनी ना जीती ना पावर डिपार्टमेंट ना इलेक्शन मिनिस्टर हुई जैसी ताई I'm just giving an example. Since the minister does not have any technical knowledge, ताई को ट्रांसफॉर्मर 250 kVA ला मुला खेती मुला फार्म दे दली दिवी ना गोरो ताई ना because itu technically ti ekta pismi na jene do ta he just think that 250 will do tomor se mula farm de daliu to it will cost you in terms of crores the transformer hulwi upai nai engineer in chief to minister ko ase daliu lage upai na thikina dali dise to kimman Nagaland la resource kan do waste was ni babi sabde aro moi ita kulimon thakano in other states, qualified people can get example, if he is an engineer in a particular stream, he will be given the in charge of that department. Only here it doesn't work like that, no? Does it work like that? Na chuledo yate to na chuledo na. Itu kane itu bala basically kol la galti thakse in the beginning. Was it our fault? Will you agree that it was our fault? Because we did not use our Adele franchise na properly. Balra use kure na ito na. Ito election really na huide. Will we at the end of the day, department la service rule kon banay? Ministers kamra, MLA kamra banay. NPSC la rules kan kon banay? Ito bit tahamra hi banay. So instead of complaining that we'll have branch to inigase, we'll have branch to inigase, we'll have branch to inigase. So when the next election comes, you ask the candidate, what is the vision you have for our future in Nagaland? Ito is it. Will you have the guts to ask that? Tadi iku biar na do television jani lagi do na. Tayo mga future kami keep plan gurese. Our economy is so imbalanced no way. Is our economy balanced? Mala Nagaland is every day. There are some families. Kumba family is a ekta family de ekta grateful post na thagabe is a. Asna na. Ekta family de ekta government post ekta pina thagala family be suno. Whereas there are some families here in Nagaland who can afford to go anywhere in the country, anywhere outside the country in this world, they can afford. None way. Vacation jaule, kuti beraule, they have the money to do all those things. Whereas man kwanishina noklak bra yete ahuli la pusa na thaka manue asudo agree kurena na. Mon bra yete ahala kiko pusa na thaka manue asudo agree kuredo na. Huli kumba manose whole 6 months to tahan alak country de beraule la pusa be so naga manon. Our economy is imbalanced, so our future is at risk. Itone, I want to tell the young peoples here, in the next election, use not your emotions, I will say, okay, you have to use your brain in the next election. I'm not asking you to give vote to me, okay? Not necessary that I should become MLA, not. My thinking is, kinahule, ito system, ito service rule kan, department la service rule kan, office memorandum tik na gore to tik system de ani dule munja ito is. There are some departments in Nagaland who are using service rule of 1960, even before my dad was born. Bujis na. This is a state. Nagaland de example 1960 la service rule chula manubi asido department kumbaitya.
And they are not willing to upgrade that also. How many times have the pressure group pressured the department to update the service rule, but they are not willing to because it benefits them in some way, no? True that they are using that, true that they can apply the backdoor policy. It already do service rule update na kuredutan. So in order to bring about change in all those things, we have to be awakened. Don't be ignorant anymore. I just want to say that. Naga, if we look at our literacy rate, our literacy rate is very, very, very high. Much, much better than most of the states in India. Really, when you come, ignorance, our ignorance is much, much, much better, above that, our ignorance. Hey, it's none of my duty, not my branch. And this is just an ekta example here. I just want to amne ambi sopi jani theko huli amne ange highlight gule mun thakaro sabi poila time de before the statehood was given to all the northeastern states today, we have 8 states no northeast to poila to sok under Assam thakisi poila to itula bitore kun to first state to statehood paise. Can you tell me? It was northeastern state bitore kon सबसे first statehood paise. Anybody? Mula GK kamzor है उले अपने आप ही मन तक तो ना करें ना नहीं Nagaland है ना नहीं is it Nagaland? Nagaland है you look at the health center also. Health and Family Welfare Department la hospital la facilities hai sabi. A foolish guy like me always keep complaining to the government, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Are you have youth power to be sure to come join with me now raise your voice against this corruption. Kile mala health center iman biya se. Kyun ekta serious bimar hole to you have to go to Manipur Rimste. Jaina na jai. You have to go to Shillong. You have to go to Guwahati. Whereas this is the state which got the statehood first before any other state. Why are we so backward? Do you not feel that there is something wrong with our system? Na system de koi problem nai. Problem asna nai. Sabi itu kane moi kwaze mando awaken ho lage chupchap na thaki jabi moi ina story narrate kore tam de galti bi holi parela holi pula mando ekjuma kwado at one time Assam government was so corrupted that all Assam student union as kamra government ki gerai dina tahamra hi government chulai shi nabi time ekta thekshi bide you also Google and see to man students can do man educated kwado educated mane not only in your degree na apni in your everyday works of life TV educated ho lage do if you see something which is wrong you have to say it is wrong. Aro just few days back also I have raised this issue any health center la kotha kwazumai. In many of the health centers, PHC kan nishna de primary health care center de primary health care center to ekta PHC bra 13-14 villages side ho kuma de 20 village bi sai huli ekta PHC de doctor ekta na thaka bi so not even a single doctor na thaka bi ase aro example ma la Naga hospital yede kohima Naga hospital ase na kohima la Tadi CT scan took me now. How many times have I raised the issue? But the government is not willing to address my issue. Why? Because I alone cannot do anything. I need people's support. CT scan nai, mammogram nai, last year I complained. Ite to be diya nai. Kuma manu bimar hona overduk huina naga hospital te buhi thakibo CT scan kuri gule do taki wheelchair de lui jana gari de buhi na lui jana alag private hospital de CT scan guna wapas ani lage do how fair is that? Why is this happening here in our state kwazo mai kili na hoina mala state to itone youths we have to talk to ourselves now the time has come. The politicians cannot fool us with their false promises anymore. They are also humans like you and I. They are not any extraordinary person, okay? They are also humans like you and I. You agree? And I hate this VIP system, you know, see. Manu kiman traffic thakiwa itu ki koile siren bajai na jao. Are they are considering themselves as demigods. You go to other states, the VIPs, they don't get such kind of treatments. You agree? Then what's so special with our state na? Iko bishi dongorzo man. Alam mati chupayo na itu kuling manazo man. They are also humans. So if you know that there is something wrong, stop being silent. Our condition na mo ite kotha kubuli mon thakaro kumba manodo. If you take my words, ajimoy kotha ko la dumola kotha kumba huliwi points ekta duita huliwi. If you feel that is correct, kwaso 2028 dina, apni puisa na thakilwi kuno hoy moi bhi puisa thakina election jana hai. Are puisa na thakina jaji. I just wanted to teach that politicians, corrupted politicians, what is politics. According to them, politics mane manipulation. Not hoy. According to me, politics mane making good policies for people which will benefit your citizens aside. Itu kane kwase 28 apni ki constituency lase puisa na thakilwi with good motives, with good intention you contest. Apni educated dese apni la field de to apni ahina to department durile do Nagaland do flourish kru do. Nagaland bi manu nishina age jao do. Nale wo age de kuma manu mention ko si it is the world is good mala dunia do khatam ho jaye. It is because the good people are mere spectators. They are silent. Ekta age de speaker already kudishe na noe. Moi kuli mana say your life begins to end the day you are silent about things which you know is wrong. Ito ni kuli mon takado. Don't be mere spectators anymore. Show them in the next 2028 election. Now, in your own respective constituencies, you teach them what is your. You ask the candidate. Apni muila gor manose, apni muila khanda nase, apni muila busti manose. Itulado chari divi. That will not work. That is the reason Nagaland is not growing. Muila clan lase, muila busti lase, muila tribe lase, itu lase. Itu kare Nagaland grow no do. Don't be confined with that all tribalism thinking. Mandu tribal as tribal and narrow thinking together. Itu na thaki jawi kwa. Dialogue bishi mari dese ulwi si mon bitor de ki se opportunity patam de kubuli mon thaka gane amne angi kui dese. Aro bar kwase uli who will frame the role, the laws, the rules, how a department should function. Who will frame the rules and regulation how the PNR should function? Who will frame the rules and regulation how NPSC should function? Who will frame the rules and regulation how the police, the administration should function? It is all by the elected members, okay? You have to remember. Don't think that you are not affected because of this politics. You are directly affected. If you are silent, if you don't use your adult franchise properly, you are affected. Ni mo itu bar ko tige mo la speech tena huli na koi biase mala ministers kan dongor portfolio buya bukhe kan do class 10 pass bishi nai do mo tangi so ko le gane kwa no de to tai dongor ita department bukhe se class 10 pass bi no to how is he supposed to frame all the rules and regulation. Example, department la service rule ekta se. I always say service rule is the bible of that particular department. the service rule the kima ekta amendment gule ase bole tu since he doesn't have any knowledge tala PS kan tala director kan tan bra ki ko oh acha sign hi guru dona noy itone apni ambi realize grow lagi itui ko ase de thank you aro agiti pichidi hulibi ama de this funeral service grow thakio ko ase huli okay after the funeral service we'll do the 10 things again aji itu funeral service law do mala mon de bikhadu hi dikhawle kureso government ge na uli mala demand du ke se tu eso we'll stick to that it is yeah thank you
Yeah, now I invite the PROFs union to take the time.
A very good morning to all. Respected organizer, first of all, thank you so much for giving an opportunity to speak. I'm not a good orator, so in the initial stage, I don't have any plan to speak. But soap tribes our organization ganda kotha greyase, so maybe nugoile do kiba empty feeling hojase dukane. I wrote something. I can speak, but any blah blah gole do government brado phalban honi bona. So ki likhi ikna ase idu phalba koi diwade. Respected aspiring friends in the fight for justice and fellow citizens of Nagaland. Today we are not just gathered here in protest. We are gathered here in conscience. We are gathered here because the dreams of thousands have been betrayed. Because 147 possession of assistant professor, possession means to be filled through a fair and transparent process conducted by the Nagaland Public Service Commission, have been filled arbitrarily, secretively, and without a formal examination. Let me remind this House, these are not just jobs. These are opportunities for youth who have burned midnight oil, studied through financial hardship, endured years of uncertainty, and prepared for the CESE exam with dignity, discipline, and determination. What message is the government sending to its youth? That merit doesn't matter? That transparency is optional? That the future of education can be traded in silence? If opportunity can be met without exam, then why was NPAC CEC ever created? Why were thousands of aspirants spending years in preparation? Why were mock days, coaching, and competitive efforts even needed? Let's call it what it is, a mockery of constitutional principles, a betrayal of meritocracy, a deep wound to the youth of Nagaland. To the decision maker, I say this with resolve. We are not against job. We are against backdoor entries. We are against the date of fairness. We are against the silence of merit. Today, we demand three things, and we demand them not with violence, but unshakable truth. Immediate cancellation of all assistant professor appointment made without NPAC CESE. A fresh transparent recruitment process through the commission open to all eligible aspirants. A written assurance and institutional mechanism to prevent such bypassing of public examination in future. This protest is not political, it is constitutional. It is a stand for equal opportunity. It is a voice for thousands of voiceless aspirants whose future have been discounted behind closed doors. Let this be known across the hills and valleys of Nagaland. We will not stop, we will not break. We will stand until fairness stands tall against. Because this isn't just about 147 posts, it's about the soul of our state future. We seek no favor, only fairness. We seek no privilege, only process. We seek no shortcut, only justice. Let history record on this day, the youth of Nagaland choose to rise, not in anger, but in conviction, not in noise, but in strain of truth. Justice delay is opportunity denied, and we refuse to be denied. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Nagaland, Jai meritocracy.
Microphone. I don't know how to do it. I don't know.
camera as well. The cooking is already. Yeah.
share. Hey brother, see, the funeral program is going to start now. Okay. While they are bringing that.
Yeah, ready as enough. We click this, okay, then it starts. I just off for now, okay? Battery. Sorry, boss. Mix ko rin na.
Kun. Lại. Take to the frame. Camera frame.
Hello.
Hello.
Attention everyone. Hello. Attention everyone. Our beloved body of meritocracy is on the way. So as a respect, let us all stand on our feet and pay our tribute.
아 저기 빨리 저기 테이블 안 돼. 맞지? 삐똑 거기.
Meritocracy is dead. Meritocracy is dead. Murdered with intent. It wasn't fate that brought us here. It was back to abuse. Respect means nepotism, trapping in daylight without shame. This is more than a funeral. It is an awakening. We will not grieve in silence. We will not kneel before a system that is rotted from within. We gather not just to remember what was taken, but to demand what must rise again. Rest in peace, meritocracy. We will fight to resurrect you.
Dear mourners, my fellow victims of corruption, my comrades, I thank each and every one of you who are gathered here today in grief, rage, to rest one who meant the world to us, meritocracy. Aji ama babakan, kimanjun itulah protesi ahadinase, apnikan ahagani kushi jenai diase. Aji yati amikan jama grado, protes kani nohe, unibi amikan la samnere, meritocracy muriginase. Itu mon kurule apnikan sob ahagani kushi jenai diase. Today, we are not just protesting, we are grieving. We are standing here to hold a funeral of meritocracy, a value we were told to believe in since childhood. They told us, work hard, study well, pass exams, and you will find your place. So we did. We burned the midnight oil. We gave up our youth in pursuit of qualifications, in pursuit of clearing an exam. We have done our graduations, post-graduation, masters, PhDs, postdoc, NET, and we study day and night, hoping for a fair competition. Some of us holding more degrees than the officials who ignore us, and yet it wasn't enough. Because meritocracy, my dear friends, is dead, slaughtered at the altar of favoritism, and sealed behind the doors where 147 names slipped in not by merit, but by connection and corruption. We are not just angry, we are heartbroken. For 3 days, we have stood outside this very place. We have shouted, we have waited and hoped. And what has the government done to us? Nothing, not a step, not a face, but only lies. Is this the government of the people or the government of the privileged few? Today, if we are performing the last rites for something we held sacred, meritocracy didn't die a natural death. It was murdered by silence, by inaction, by the unjust abduction of 147 contractual employees who were never in the race of fair competition. But remember, this funeral is not surrender. This morning, with a fire beneath, we may bury meritocracy today, but the battle of justice will rise him up, and we will rise with him together. I will read the order of the program. Forever in our hearts, meritocracy died on December 17, 2024. I am who I am today because I know you. Place, Directorate of Higher Education, Order of the Service, Leader, Agitation, Theology, Tribute, BHD, NET, Postgraduate, MEd, Aspirants, CESE, Message by Justice, Crossing Him, the world will heal. Now, we will begin with our eulogies. I request BHD, NET, Postgraduate, Graduate, MEd, Aspirants, CESE to kindly pay your tributes one after another. And as they pay the tribute, we can sit.
Dear friends, today I stand before you all not as a PhD, but as a grieving soul mourning for my dear friend Meritocracy. You see, Meritocracy was more than a friend. He was my guiding light in the darkest hours of academia. He walked with me through my restless nights, my sleepless nights, through rejections and criticisms. When I was down and depressed, he whispered strength when my determination weakened, that truth, fairness, and hard work were all worth fighting for. But now, meritocracy is no more, and I don't know what my worth is, what I pursue, what my value is. With meritocracy gone, I see doors closed, opportunities handed to the well-connected. My identity as the highest form of education, which was once honored, meant nothing in my homeland where money and power were favored more than my knowledge and merit. My spirit is crushed beneath the weight of nepotism and bribes. I will never forget the last moments with my friend Meritocracy. He was growing weaker day by day because the very institution in which he was born denied him, betrayed him, and yet a faint glimmer of hope still lingered with him, which carried the dreams and visions of thousands who hoped to make a better world. Little did I know that the eve of December 17, 2024 would be my last moment with him. He was looking towards this very building, a place he once entered with pride and purpose. But that night he looked tired. His eyes were dull, his shoulders heavy under the weight of betrayal. He turned his face and smiled at me, not with joy, but with faith, and eyes that had given up, as if to say, "This is now your fight." After that night, he was never heard of, he was gone. The very institution that once vowed to honor his principles mercilessly ended his life on December the 17th. Meritocracy may be gone, but his legacy lives on in me. I carry his memory, his teachings, his fire. He will not be forgotten, for I will speak for him in lecture halls, in classrooms, in broken systems that still have a chance to heal. So, dear meritocracy, rest in power, for I and the people here will continue to fight for you and will continue to carry on your legacy. And I believe you will be reborn in the hearts of every aspirant, scholars, leaders present here, and all through the teachers who still believe in merit and truth. Farewell, my friend.
Good morning, friends. Today, as we gather here to mourn the loss of meritocracy, I stand here not as an exam and a certificate, but as a symbol that has lost its purpose. I am not just a certificate, but for many, I was also a dream. I was a proof that years of hard work mean something. I was meant to open doors, to stand as a quiet witness to hard work and perseverance. But today, I feel empty because the truth is, I stand here holding the weight of injustice. I watch students and aspirants pour years of their lives into earning me, working before dawn, studying past midnight, sacrificing time with family and friends. They clung me like I was a promise. But what do I mean now? What am I when the system that gave birth to me no longer honors fairness, meritocracy? You were the soul behind every mark sheet, every rank, and every result. And now you are gone. And I, this certificate, I sit quietly in folders, drawers, and under mattresses with dreams pressed between my pages, dreams that no longer knows where to go. What do I say to the one who earned me with everything they had, only to be told it wasn't enough? What do I mean now that you, meritocracy, are no longer here to give me value? I wish I could have done more. I wish I could still mean what I used to. Today, meritocracy is no longer with us. Rest well, all friends.
Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today at the tragic warning of meritocracy's assassination. Meritocracy laga baba mawi hanai hakile do yate aine amikang obe takibo aji morning mui rasta re hatainde uncle kumba auntie kumba amiki kwado jagine amikang la mon dikhala abi kobobi share kuribi kobra itu bi share kudi she ikia ami meritocracy laga sati la nambra olop utakobo. The murder of meritocracy has landed our state from the land of festivals to a land of injustice. Meritocracy, tai lakisa, post-graduation, 2 years post-graduation, kurishe tai. Itu time de, tai test holibi, exams holibi, assignments holibi, dissertations holibi, tai midnight oil, tulai gine. So, pass wine aise. Itu picture be tai national eligibility test. Itu be clear with it tagise. Tai workforce te ahul mon tagise. Ole be he was deprived of the fair opportunity to seek for public employment. At first, he was suppressed, denied, and finally stabbed on the back by corruption. Meritocracy, my friend, became the victim of all these travesties. Oh, meritocracy, your dreams are crushed in the name of loyalty, connections, and money power. Had you been alive today to prove your word, you would have made an impact on the society. Friends, as meritocracy is being robbed from us, let us not forget the lessons he imparted. The talk of making Nagaland a visionary state, a thriving state, when India achieves Viksit Bharat, is now a hollow aspiration. But fear not, while meritocracy may have departed, it left behind a legacy to our generation who can no longer be silenced. That justice is inalienable, equality of opportunity is indispensable, and dignity of life is our birthright. We shall not shy from having this. Let this spirit of resistance rise and the cry for justice be heard loud and clear. In remembrance of meritocracy, may your spirit continue to inspire us. Kuknalin, Jai Hind.
December 2024, Department of Higher Education Day, Meritocracy Muri Jaishe. Itu garne aji moi kan sob meritocracy laga naam de funeral loi ase. Bishi saal garne moi emet education system de change anibole. Aro aha din laga teachers kange rasta dikhawole sapna thaka manu bara loi thakishe. 2 saal B.Ed loa time de na khomai gina lesson plan bana time de duk napa nishna. Aro bishi manu emet puribole ahishe. Hoile pi ityado meritocracy moria garni emet puria manu laga sapna bi ASST para moria ase. Kali posong laga teachers ke age loi jawole laga sapna do zinda thakile bi alag sapna bishi meritocracy logot morishe. Aji moi yate emet puria manu khan laga sapna dangor sob meritocracy logot rakhi di ase. Meritocracy apni wapas ahya din te do ki jane pishi manu garni diri hoi kini thakibo bi pare hoili bi ek din apni wapas ahibole laga akha de aji moi laga khota khatam kori ase lok napata bal ba thakibi re.
Good morning, everyone. So yeah, I am an aspirant, and I have spent many years of my life, and I hope that many of the people here can also relate to me as well. I have spent many years of my life with meritocracy as a dear friend. We have shared many late nights of study under the metaphorical night lamp, with our blood and tears, with our sweat, and many days of anxieties and worries about our future. Meritocracy was so dear to me because despite all my worries, he would always find a way to show me that there is always honest hope for my future. Today, I mourn the death of everything that I have aspired to be. Honest, hardworking, dedicated, well-principled, and above all, meritorious. We have lost meritocracy in our Department of Higher Education, but I cling to the memories that I shared with them. I have faith that his memories will linger on in other departments of the state that I aspire to be a part of. To aspire is to be hopeful and be ambitious for the future. I aspire for meritocracy to be raised from the dead. I aspire for the future of Nagaland to not die along with meritocracy. Thank you very much.
I did not write any speech because I'm here to speak about my dear friend Meritocracy, how he struggled in his life preparing for exam. He is an aspirant, and today is the day that we are mourning for his death. It saddens my heart to think that Meritocracy has died today. And how he lived his life. Meritocracy was a good friend of mine. He struggled in his life. During his career, he also holds a PhD in chemistry. And he lives with his younger brother. It's not that he does not have a place to live in. He has a place. People question, why do you go and rent a place to stay when you have a place to live in Kohima? But Meritocracy always replies, me and my younger brother, we are going to succeed in life. And this Meritocracy, he struggled. He takes home tuition in the morning, home tuition in the evening, so that he can make out his living expenses. So that during the day, he also takes online coaching. He takes online coaching so that he can update his skills and his. He is preparing for that CESE. And last year, the whole year, this Meritocracy, my dear friend of mine, he was waiting for his day. He was waiting for this CESE exam. Whole year preparing, taking online coaching, preparing for his exam, and he was waiting for that day. But the day that the news came out that there was no vacancy last year and he could not appear his CSE exam last year. He is a good aspirant. I should say he is a very sincere and also very focused person, but he could not appear that. But still he continues to study for his career. He is striving for his future because he wants to succeed in life. And the day that the news came that 147 of them have regularized, he was saddened because of this injustice, because his right to appear the exam has been taken away, and he is lying here today because of the injustice of those higher authorities who have taken his right. He never imagined his life that in his life that he will be crying or fighting for his right to appear exam. But I tell this, my dear friend Meritocracy, that his legacy will live on, and this is not the end. As an aspirant, I also say that this is, from here, we will rise again until we get what we deserve. Meritocracy, your legacy lives on. Thank you to all the individuals who have paid the tribute. Now we will have a message from Mr. Justice.
Today, we are all here, the young, the old, and seemingly overage, and the right-thinking citizens of Nagaland. We are here to mourn the loss of our dear brother, Mr. Meritocracy. Today, in sorrows and in pain, I am here with all of you. Perhaps not the right platform for me to be, and which I have never longed for. We all knew Mr. Meritocracy since we were little, since kindergarten, and our teachers have taught us that we have to work hard and study hard to get to know Mr. Meritocracy closer to each one of us. We have worked hard and labored all throughout the exams and every exams. But on 17th of December 2024, Mr. Meritocracy was taken away from us. A well-being built relationship, standing on the weight of thousands of books and good morals, were torn away from us when the government of Nagaland Department of Higher and Technical Education passed an order that proved all of us here today that Mr. Meritocracy has no longer crowned a place in our government. We are here today to grieve the date of all morals and principles which our teachers have taught us. The morals, principles hold no ground when it comes to being regularized as one of the 147 assistant professors. May we remind the 147 individuals that our fight is not against them, but against the system. Adding to that, if this does not stop now, one day your own children may be victims of the very system you help to perpetuate today. Our fight is not just for us, but for our generations to come later, which includes your own children. We are also standing against a system in which a public leader, in that case, Mr. Imna Along, has blatantly resorted to mislead the public. When we refer to the article that has been published by the Eastern Mirror, dated 2nd October 2022, with the title, "No More Back Door, Side Door, Windows, Only Door Was," says Nagaland Minister. The Minister had publicly advocated for meritocracy and fair recruitment process, assuring to eliminate backdoor appointments and ensure opportunity for educated youth. However, the Minister appointment of the 147 contractual teachers and librarians and attempted to regularize them to this profess values of meritocracy. Today, may we all grieve in this unrest. May we all continue to protest. Mr. Meritocracy may have been taken away from us, but we demand for his return. And I am justice, and I call upon the law, and I call upon the law of this great country, that as I strike the gavel of justice, may God hear the cries of his children, and may God continue to give us hope and faith in times of our grief. May this grave wrong be made right.
Thank you, Mr. Justice, for the powerful message. Now we will rise up to our feet and sing the closing hymn, Heal the World, by Michael Jackson. Thank you so much. I will pay my tribute to meritocracy, and individual who wishes to pay your tribute to Mr. Meritocracy, you may come forward and pay your tribute. Dear meritocracy, I will not tell you to rest in peace, but I will tell you to rise up stronger. Those people who wish to pay your tribute, the body of meritocracy will be here, so you can pay your tribute anytime. This is the end of our funeral service. Now we will go ahead with our slogans standing and speeches. Thank you so much, and thank you to everyone for being patient. Thank you.
Today's refreshment, not the samosa, the juice is provided, sponsored by the Kohima Village Youth Organization. Can we give a round of applause? We also have a lot of well-wishers who have donated in cash, in kind. We are really grateful. Some from Mokshung, from Dimapur, and we will not be able to mention all the names, but we are really grateful for coming forward towards the cause.
So yes, viewers, ajila protest mohan dihi paise hundreds nishna protesters kan ahigna tahan laga solidarity to aji meritocracy muri chaise la symbolize tahan kurigina sob manubi kala kapra lagaigina etu funeral service lo nishna dahan meritocracy muri chaise etu la dikhaule karne tahan la montuk aro dissatisfaction gan dikhawo karne etu ajila ga protesters that is student union organizations aro alag alag right thinking citizens kan hobi aro Kohima village laga organizations kan hobi tahan bi ahina du shamil kurina ajila refreshment holibi tahan ba provide kurina tahan la support dikhai dia la moni ja dihibaisha aro eta mohalla reporter bi tade ground de etia bi tai ase to tai lodi brai dia latest updates kan gi ase dohan bi hunina jawo akide mohan dikhi paise mohan la reporter ba updates dia la hisab de water cannon kan bi security protocols nimide rakhina thagala bi jani paise oli etia tak to bishi peaceful ba hi protest kurna jase aro yes etia akhre lodi mo bra mohan connect ro so hi akhre
yes Nomi
acha akre mujun wrap up nagura ge de apni itia tak teki ge updates mohan ge diwo paro akide kohima tcb ahyala mohan di paise so itia tak te kun brabi ki kwaise nulwi apni ki itia tak mohan ge ki updates khan diwole paro
oi Nomi koi dia nishna moi kan aji morning
ground report kuri gine buhi ase ground report kuri gine buhi thaga nishna like you stated rightly itia karne to everything is peaceful arubi moi koi dia nishna morning de to protesters kan hoy bishi ase but then arubi increase hobo kwa nishna number do arubi bishi increase hoina ase sabi especially moi la left de side do sob line de inega pura stretch de protesters kan youths kan khara kura laga bi dikhi pai ase to my right side holi bi sabi manu inega buhi gena itia do refreshment kha laga bi dikhi pa ase aro sai gene jaile do itia pra announce kura hisab hole do bahar pra holi bi alag manu tai khan laga refreshment kha lua khan bi contribute kuri gene financially support kuri gene tai khan ke itu tai khan protest kuri gene whole dia re buhi thaka nishna tai khan la paid holi bi feel kurule la karne bi contribute kura se koi ne bu huni pa se on the other hand a while ago moi khan Kohima laga deputy commissioner bi ahi she koi ase huni pa hisab yare thakya khan laga side praman huni pa hisab ta khan pra jania dia hisab hulore dc do ground itu check kuribole ahi she goise ine witness kuribole ahi she sob bi thik jai asna nai protest to rukhawale ahi noy but then peacefully tai khan carry out kuras na nai situation escalate kuribole chances nai as chance asna nai itu hi tai pra tai sabole ahi she koi gene bi huni pai ase itia do sob bi thik ase moi khan ek bar banners khan labi apni ange dekhai gene jawo moi khan para tak ek bar parents khan kun ba ge kotha kurle mon ase holi bi parents khan do itia tak to kun bi thaka nishna na dikhe itu karne ek bar arubi parents kun ba ge okay ek bar ede hi sir apni han bi acha itia iku na ko ko ase moi khan arubi dusra sabi manu itia kotha crowd ek hisab hile se mam ta la banner saile do CTAN long leaf NNQF ina khan lobi banners khan bi digene ase aru youth khan hile bi bishi jama kurala bi dikhi pase see this is one significant thing they are going to be doing today apni khan manu khan la hat khan de dikhile do phul inega alag piece khan de hile bi phul uthai gena duriala bi dikhi pawo ek bar olop close up ahibi ko sabi rest in peace RIP meritocracy koi gene likhine thaka nishna aji laga youths kan ekta symbolic step lobole ase to symbolic step to ki ase kole do moi khan funeral khan de jaile do manu khan tai khan laga itu condolences dekhawole muria laga re condolences khan dekhawole phul khan ani gene rakhe inika nishna tai khan aji meritocracy muria karne itu laga ekta symbol dekhawole phul khan ani gena itu coffin de tai khan halibole laga bi moi khan itia dikhi pai ase itu hoile do ekta symbol ase Nagaland de meritocracy murishe koi gene itu dekhawole moi khan apni han ge updates khan bi ani thagibo tai khan in some time itu khan bi itu x khan bi arubi further on kuri gene bi jabole ase moi khan itia apni han ge itu laga bi updates khan bi kuri gene jai thagibo itia karne iman hobo reporter ke Christine ke ho camera person Yamlu Hornbill TV Kohima
All right, thank you so much Akre aro Yamlu apni division brabi live coverage kan thik se dina edu mohan ge dikhai dia karne bishi thank you aro yes idia reporter lode bra mohan hunia nishna edu idia karne do tahan la protest edu protesters kan pra protest kurala tahan funeral service nishna loala ek kurina itia dikhai sha aro edu do jai thagibo goisha aro age de reporter bra updates dia la hisab de uledo ajila protest tahan 4 baji tak jai gina protest jari rakhibo ina goishe so edu la body further updates kan mohan di na apni han ge janai dibo aro yes it Department of Higher Education bra state government bra do 147 assistant professors aro librarian kan ge illegally regularize kuri dia la khilaf de edu mohantikya nishna CTAN aro NNQF lode alag organizations kan brabi milaigina edu tahan la fourth day of protest to aji bra hoina jala dikhi paise aro edugla noina organization aro general public kan gibi edu CTAN aro NNQF bra appeal kura nishna edu concern authority kan bra takin la demando ignore kurishe nulubi committee banaina insensitive face like ta loishe koina bi tahan janai dia la ro tahan la lode hat milaina ajila protest bi shamil kurle la kwala mohan dikhi paise kali holibi aro inia edu cabinet pra edu face la tahan la cabinet laga face la do mana guri dia bi CTAN bra tahan bra janai dishe do manukan ge protest join kurle madina thaya nishna edu aji 24th April Thursday de dahan aji 9 baji bra secretariat kohima de jama kurina idia protest to jala mohan dikhi paise to yes ekta last day statement dia lado protesters kan la demand do dahan do kuriase ki sarkar laga order kundu 17 December 2024 de digina se edu tade 147 assistant professors aro librarians kan ge regularize kuri bole kwage edu babas loilo bole laga main do ekta edu ase aro second do ledo 6 June 2016 bra edu post kan contract bra thalia khan sop NBSC ke dibule mangya se aro last day tahan edu cabinet bra 21st April de tahan meeting loigina committee ekta banaise edu labi dissolve kuri bole labi edu tahan edu mangrina jaise do edu la opore further updates kan loina apni kan ke dikhai dibo dia kane do man hobo alag khobor kani side dekhibi Hornbill TV
The Jawaharlal Nehru National Solar Mission or the National Solar Mission was launched on 11th